Welcome to the stoked.live podcast, where we empower you to be your best at work and in life. I'm Brian Barkevisser, co-founder and COO here with stoked.live, and I'm with Dr. Jacob Engelskerger, consulting psychologist and one of my co-founders here with Stoked. And of course, you guys know it, we have a special guest, Dr. Nicole Garlit. She's a doctor of physical therapy, a necessary field, everyone's shaking their heads, that all of us are grateful for at some point in our lives. Nicole certainly is an expert in physical therapy and wellness.
Thank you so much for having me, Dr. Jacob and Brian. I am so honored to be on this podcast. I look forward to our conversation today. Yeah, as you mentioned, I'm a physical therapist. I specialize in sports rehab and injuries from acute all the way to chronic injuries. And I really enjoy working with patients because I get the ability to give them back hope in their lives. That's like the best part of my job. A lot of the people who walk through the door lose hope in being able to get back to the things that they love, to get back to the livelihood that they once had. And my ability to guide them along the journey through recovering from pain or injury has really been so rewarding for me. So I really enjoy the work that I do, and I can't wait to tell you more about it.
Well, we're so glad to have you here. It's our honor, it's our pleasure, and we're excited to hear more about your approach to helping bring back hope. To me, that sounds very psychological. I know I'm a psychologist, Nicole, but I like that. I like um, that you're introducing the work that you do from that angle. Makes a lot of sense.
Nicole, you started as an athlete and dancer. How has the athlete mindset shaped the way you help busy professionals in high pressure workplaces stay well and move well?
Yeah, that's a good question. I learned early on as an athlete how important it is to keep your body strong and mobile. I don't think that's an option as an athlete. I think it is the thing that allows you to perform at a very high level, right? So you work very hard as an athlete to keep your body strong, to make sure that you're getting the proper nutrition. I mean, maybe not back the nutrition part back then was not really a thing, but nowadays it totally is in collegiate sports, right? Like people are dialing in their nutrition because they know how important it affects their physical performance. So I think that really helped um, that thought really helped um, transfer directly into what I do now as an entrepreneur. And I think for athletes, right, they train not just for game day, they train so that they can handle stress at a high level, so that they can
Yeah.
recover quickly, so that they can prevent injuries. And it's the same thing about working professionals at a high level. They don't just train for the big deadlines or the big projects, they're also training for the day to day, the little challenges that come their way. They're juggling family life and travel and long work days. So I think there's a lot of parallels between being an athlete and being a high level executive or an entrepreneur. So I think that being able to have a strong body and be able to show up every day in those high stress situations, whether it is in an athletic industry or in in a high level professional industry, it's really important. So I think that that's definitely something that I really highlight when I work with busy professionals is the importance of keeping up with your body, because your body is the vessel to allow you to perform at a high level, just like in sports. And so I guess the way that I like to help high what is the word I'm trying to high level professionals, I guess I'm trying to say, fit this into their day because many of them are very busy, right? Is how just to kind of fit it in when you can, right? To I mean, if a big chunk at the end of your day is not something that you're willing to do, then try to break it up. Give yourself movement snacks throughout the day. I think we'll probably come answer this question a little bit later too. But trying to develop systems and a framework to allow you to stay consistent and on top of your physical routine.
I really like the fit it in where you can mentality. Because sometimes like it's all about making time, like deciding that this exercise, little bit of exercise is a priority, and finding a place to put it, even if it's not like the most common sense place. I know I'm personally squeezing a sauna session in between some meetings this afternoon because that's how important it is to me to do that. But like it works. That's how it goes.
I think people, when they understand the value of how important it is to keep your body feeling good, then they'll start to prioritize it and fit it in when they can. Because if you're not feeling good physically, you can't sleep at night, right? If you can't sleep at night, then you're not going to wake up feeling refreshed. You won't have the focus and the concentration that you need to be able to perform at a high level. So it kind of affects everything, your physical well-being.
Yeah.
So I think when people start to really understand that is when they'll start to prioritize it and start to really try to fit it into their day.